So when they're fed a steady diet of Chinese television, some Chinese people, when they come to America, have an unrealistic idea of how women are going to be and how they'll respond to them. They're not going to just fall into their arms. And I think what you're saying is that they have to make more of an effort.
Yeah.
To communicate.
Definitely communication is key. I'd say, yeah, like the problem with a lot of Chinese guys is that they just stop talking to you, or they just don't talk to you and kind of expect you to understand what they're thinking.
And in your mind, when they do that, what do you think?
I think, oh, well, I guess he doesn't like me. You know, the guy stops talking to me. I know there's a whole bunch of stuff, like, even in America about, you know, don't treat a girl well because then they'll make you want her more. But I mean, I'm a pretty straightforward person. I mean, you know, you gotta give me the right signals, or I'm just gonna write you off. So.
Who believes that? The Americans or the Chinese guys don't treat a girl well?
Both, actually. Well, both. I think there's just different kind of exhibitions of it. But yeah, in Chinese TV, I think that's definitely a kind of like an archetype. Is like the rich guy with lots of money who is like really actually emotionally sensitive but has no idea how to express it, or something like that. And that, I mean, that could be the case for people who come here. You know, I don't think they're emotionless, but the only way they know how to express it is by being mean or rude. So.
But when you get into a conversation and you want to hear about their feelings, I mean, it's almost cliche, but it's true. You don't get very far with a person unless they're honest with you about their feelings.
Yeah.
Do you find that they're capable of talking about their feelings, or they want to do it with you?
No. And I mean, I feel like this is also a gender difference as well, but I would say it's much more difficult to get like an answer out of a Chinese person about feelings. And I think that is a cultural thing. Like we don't talk about our feelings. That we just put our head down and we just work hard. That's kind of like that's the Chinese value behind it. But in terms of like relationships and dating and stuff like that, eventually you're gonna come to a point where the game stops and you have to be very honest with each other. At first in dating, I'd say like even whether it's American or Chinese, there is this kind of game like where you don't want to give away too much because you don't want to get too attached. And that's on both the girls and the guys' part. But eventually, if you really like someone and you think they really like you, you're going to have to sit down and talk about it to make it serious.